lighting is not good. This lighting is not good. How is everybody? I'm going to fix the, the lighting. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see you all. I'm fixing the, so I'm on set and I'm going off set. Okay. Okay, I'm back on set. How are y'all? I'm on set. There, that's better. It was too dark. I was like, oh, my bags. Yeah, it's a super quick one, you know, like a quickie in the closet. It's that. Yeah, it's that. How is everybody? Hi from Ottawa. Hi, you guys. Oh my God, you're early. I'm early. Yeah. Oh, Venus. There's Venus. Hi, Venus. Venus is a psychic in France, y'all. You should check her out. Psychic Venus. Go check her out. Okay, so yeah, I'm back. Hi from Oz. You're down the street from the UK. UK. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What was I going to say? Oh, geez. Now I forgot it. I got the best stuff in the mail and now I forgot what I got. But I didn't forget. But I did forget. So how is everybody? Oh my goodness. Yeah, how you guys? Thank you. Oh my God. Super, super tired. My niece is getting married right now in Malibu. Let's go crash that party, Tracy. I'm still lisping. One more week of retainers and then I won't be playing with my retainers anymore. Yeah, I just chopped my hair like literally off. I bleached it and so then I shaved. You know, I don't like a lot of hair, but maybe I'll grow it. I just can't all the time. How are you all? You're in the Caribbean. Excellent. You're in the Caribbean right now? Oh my God, Venus, what are you doing there? Are you living there? Okay, girl, I haven't kept up with you. Where are you? All right, Beth and Art. Hi from Beth and Art. Hi, Beth and Art. Mwah, to Beth and Art. I'm assuming Art's your husband, right? Got to be your husband. Yeah. England. Yeah, I was wondering about you. Wondering what, Tall Oaks? I'm living a life. Yeah, I just randomly went running again long distance this morning, so I'm kind of tired. Oh no. I'm sorry, Heather, your mom's passed. I'm so sorry. God, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. I mean, okay, tell your mom everything you need to tell her because you can tell her. So tell your mom, let your mom know what you think. And yeah, it's very, very short as I'm in the middle of telling somebody what to say, but tell your mom everything, honey. Tell your mom everything you ever wanted to tell her. She can still hear you and you'll have said it. So anything you got to say, tell her. Hi from Chicago, Australia. Yeah. Why aren't you at the wedding? Oh, you mean the niece, the aunt, right? Cousin, niece. I don't know how that goes. Kelowna. Yeah, hi you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I bought an obsidian bracelet and it's amazing. I love obsidian. I can't get enough obsidian. Like, there's not enough obsidian on Earth. Okay, this is a bit short, but whatever. It'll grow. So, yeah, I just chopped it right off, y'all. Just, it's gone. That's what happens. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. So that's it. But I do care, but I don't care. All right. So what's going on with everybody? Let's a holiday at my parents'. What holiday? Oh, it's the holiday, right? It's what is it? Rosh Hashanah? What's coming up? I'm like, wait, what's coming up? Hold on, y'all. It's yeah, Rosh Hashanah begins tomorrow. And we have a new moon tomorrow. So Nevada, CA was my home. I'm stuck in Verde, Nevada. Well, you're pretty close. You can come back down the freeway here to hell. You know, I don't know who Dylan Rollins is. So I have not been. No, it's Rosh Hashanah. And then are we having daylight savings time or do we not have daylight saving times? It's really just shaved. Like I literally shave it. It's less than an inch. Like if I make a comment about the LGBTQ, it's one of those haircuts, but don't get mad at me for saying that. But really, I'm like, cut it like that. Because I like it. But yeah, Mercury retrograde needs to stop. Exactly. Yeah, let's see. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so I know summer is gone, daylight savings. I know, but weren't they taking it to court to say it wasn't going to happen? That's what I thought. All right, so I have been watching the most interesting woman. I can't remember her name, but she's fascinating because she is the woman who no, it's not tonight daylight savings. No. She is the woman who called the police on the young boy that was 13 with Jeffrey Dahmer. And it was so interesting because she called the police and the police told her he wasn't a child. They took him back to Dahmer's house and they did that. That's like crazy. Let's see. I believe we fall back one more time and spring forward and stay there. Yeah, I don't want a time change. I'm going to ignore the time change this year. It doesn't matter. I still get up at 4 o'clock. So 3, 2, 1, whatever. I get up whenever. So anyway, I was listening to that woman. Yeah, very interesting. The police caused chaos because, they weren't doing their jobs. So we give these people jobs. For what reason? Like, what is your fucking job if it isn't to check that out? And Jeffrey Dahmer's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, it's, I didn't see the doomsday. I know that Jeffrey Dahmer, don't let him freak you out. I mean, he is freaky. I forget his chart, but I was looking for the cancer in his chart because he wanted to consume his victims. I've got to look his chart up now. He wanted to consume them because he didn't want to let go of them. That's an abandonment issue in a very fucking strange way. But his mom also worked for the military. What they don't tell you is a lot of these serial killers, the new moon tomorrow. I'm still lisping, I'm sorry. A lot of these serial killers, a lot of these serial killers are trained by Navy methodology or Army methodology or Marine. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So Jeffrey Dahmer's mom was a secretary for the government, okay? So for the military in some way. So we have Navy, Army, Marines, and they often use the kids as a way of, I don't know what the word is for it, but as a way of testing the kids to see if they respond and do what they're supposed to do. Thanks for that. Must be AT&T. I don't know. So yes, and a lot of them, they're white. They also take psych meds. Right? So it's conditioning, but they do it on purpose. They target you. Charles Manson is one of those people as well. I know we all blame Charles Manson like it's Charles Manson. He did it. He's a weirdo. He's an oddity. He's a rarity. But is he a weirdo or an oddity or a rarity? Or was he trained from his family at a very early age? Look at the shadow on my neck. They're going to start saying, look, what's all this? I'm like just looking. I'm like, what's all that? It's aging, y'all, and I can't stop it. Turtleneck season, thank God. But it's a real problem because most people in the world don't look at it that way. And I wanted to update everybody because I had a nice conversation with a beautiful girl. I'll just call her Christy out there. But anyway, I'm not going to say who she is or why. But it's so interesting that we're not allowed to, demons and they opened them up. He was an alcoholic and he was sexually abusing people. And they opened them up. They opened them up for that. And people don't like to see it. Jason came home from school as a child and told me, Mom, look at the people out there. They don't have souls in their body. They're disincarnate people. I mean, he knew that as a child. But on Earth, a lot of people are using their logical mind. So do you take bookings? Why do you ask that on these lives? I take bookings when I'm open is when I take bookings. But I can't always do that because it's exhausting. So I don't work 24/7 and I'm not gonna, but you can check on the website. I have no idea if I have spaces or not because I don't pay attention. I try not to focus on that natal chart. Anyway, Jeffrey Dahmer, all of these people out there, but I wanted to tell you guys, I've never been able to channel Elvis. I am still Still, look, I'm lisping too much. Hold on. I got to take this out. Oh, God. All right. There. I took it out. They took the retainer out. Now I can talk. I cannot talk. That's the new one. You put a new one on every like Thursday. I do it on Friday because I take it out too much. But see, I wish I hadn't shaved that tooth down. Does not matter. But anyway, so when we speak about these things, we get censored. I don't know if Elvis is an alien. I believe I've never been able to pick up on Elvis. No matter what anybody says to me, I've never got Elvis. But we have a lot of stuff that goes on in our government. The whole country is run by the pharmaceutical companies, okay? It's run by big pharma. So it's run by big pharma. They give kids mind-altering substances in school so they can drug them for your life. You are drugged. They give you Ritalin. They give you this. Ritalin is another word for speed. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Ritalin is another word for speed, okay? So that's why Ritalin is high on the street. You know, people get it, they sell it, they do whatever. Because it's speed, right? It's fucking speed. I want Ritalin, then I don't have to sleep. I mean, that would be great, right? I don't have a tattoo on my back. Why are you asking? Yeah, it's methamphetamines. It's fine if you want to drug your kid, but how about we homeschool our kids, take the teachers out of everything, remove the teachers, okay? Remove the teachers, because teachers want their kids to behave the way that they want them to behave, and I totally get it. Like, that's a little bit unrealistic. 40 kids in a classroom, you know, you got kids that talk, they do. Good for you, Amber, good for you. I would homeschool again. I would never. Teachers are always whining they don't make enough money. Then get another fucking job, okay? Oh my God, don't. Oh, teachers are the glue that, no, they're not. They're greedy and they want a pension, and some are good, some are good. But for the most part, they whine about not getting money. Well, you don't work 12 months a year. Like, do what you want to do. But they indoctrinate kids. It's an indoctrination. And now they have these commercials out for heart problems, okay, for myocarditis in children. And they have adult, what was SIDS? Sudden infant death syndrome. Now they have sudden adult death syndrome. Hello, from the vag. You know, I got to call it the vag, from the vagina. So they got that shit going on. So these dumb people in our society who were scared. See, being afraid is not enough of a reason to do something. And because you need an income isn't enough reason. Because then basically you're a prostitute. So you're doing this to get money. So you're a hoe, right? Is that what you're saying? So you take that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. People get really mad. Oh, you can't say that. People need to pay their bills. Everybody needs to pay their bills. And if everybody told the government this, when it comes to medicine, then we would stand together. But we're cowards. And I include myself in that because I did give Jason vaccines when he was little. And when he was 18 months, he had allergic reaction and cried, okay, cried for an entire week, turned red and swelled, all right? So, and we didn't know, and the pediatrician said, we don't know if he's going to live or die. We have to wait. That was said to us when he was 18 months old. So I don't know what it did to him, right? I don't know. I want to cut my hair. Well, don't cut your, you know, I shave it a lot now. So, you know, these are whatever. I bleach and then I have to shave sometimes. So like, look, it kind of goes goofy in the back. Anyway, I bleach and shave, bleach and shave, bleach and shave. But anyhow, we as a society need to tell teachers, fuck you. Our kids are not going to be under your control to inject them when they're 12. What is that? And who are you? What, you went to some government schooling, whatever, and now you're going to teach? Nah. And I know they do it. I have friends that are teachers and they're wonderful teachers. I'm not bagging on it, but take your kids out of public schools, take your kids home and homeschool them. I used to work from home when my kids were little. And I love it because sometimes Jason says, you left me at school and never picked me up. I'm like, why would I do that? I worked from home. 2:15, I headed over to the school, which was 3 miles from the house, and picked your ass up in my car unless I was doing, you know, a outside call or whatever. So I was always home. And you think that it's hard, but you know what? Good for you for homeschooling. Homeschool your kids. Get them out of the way of the public school system, because these people are nuts. They believe in the 3D world. They believe in the vaccines for their income. Do you understand what that is? That's prostitution. We're not going to pay you to do the work that you do unless you inject something into your body. So that is like saying, young lady, you are not going to get a job unless you suck my dick. And I believe it's exact same thing. Well, I had to suck his dick. He's my boss, and I wouldn't have been able to pay my bills. What is the difference? What is the difference? My water's over there. My water's over there. I left it over there. See, look, here, there's the water. Where is it? There it is on the table. I left it right there. Because if I have to walk, I have to pee. So it's terrible. But the problem is, if you went to your husband and said, I had to suck a dick to get a paycheck, that's a very legitimate thing. Women who were single no, it's true. Women who were single had to suck dick to get a job. When I was a teenager working in a club, the club owner used to grope on me like crazy. I couldn't go to the bathroom in the club, because if I went downstairs to the bathroom and that guy caught me, I was going to be in for it, and I was doing my work. You understand? So, like, he expected to manhandle me on top of me doing my work. So I would run home. I'd wear, whatever. If you get your period and shit, I have to run home, use the bathroom there, use up all my time running next door, whatever. I would not go downstairs, because if I went downstairs, I was getting fucking groped. So yeah, it's just stupid. It's like, here, you have to do this to get a paycheck. How about I work to get a paycheck? What do you care what's in my body? Do you care if I have Kellogg's cornflakes or eggs? So as a society, we need to stand together, right? Yes, I have. The Waldorf School of Finance. Yeah, I had a client that went there. Yes, I have. I think it's where Trump's kids went or whatever, but I think financing, right? Broker money, whatever. Hi, Karen. So you really have to watch when you let a government entity, these fucking men in government. Oh my God, look at this. I wanted to tell you this. So the judge on the Ghislaine Maxwell Epstein trial, let's see, wait, I pulled up Jeffrey Dahmer's chart. Hold on here. Gemini sun, Aries moon, and ascended in Libra. Okay, I'm looking for Cancer in his chart. That's not what's activated, but he's got Pluto in North Node in Virgo and Uranus in Leo. And he's got Mercury, Sun, and Venus in the 8th house. Yes, he does, all conjunct. Moon on the 7th house and Mars in the 6th, Saturn on the 4th house cusp, and Jupiter. So yeah, learned behavior. Just learned behavior. Anyway, look at the woman, the judge. Now, I want you to understand how they fuck with us. The business school. I had a client that went there. Yeah, I really like this client. He passed away in his early 50s last year. I still don't know how he passed. His name was Mark. Anyway, he went there. He'd tell me all about it. Nice guy. Yeah, stock market. Yeah, so it happens every year. Exactly. Rumor has it King Charles would be arrested. Well, King Charles isn't going to be King Charles for more than 60 days since his mom died, or that Lizzie died, since Liztard died. Anyway, I want you to look at this judge. Now, I want you to understand what they're doing. They are literally fucking with us. This is a woman named Allison Nathan. This is the judge on Ghislaine Maxwell's trial. I want you to look at her face, and I want you to tell me what you notice. And no, I'm not bashing looks. Don't go in the fucking comments here and telling me I'm bashing looks, okay? This is a woman, and they want you to think that this is a fucking woman. And whoever out there said they didn't like what I said about Jacqueline Kennedy and Bush's mom, you can say what you want. I'm going to say with Bush's mom, fetus in a jar. So deal with fetus in a fucking jar before you come after me. That's what I'm reading on their face. Exactly. But look at this. And as for Jacqueline Kennedy, total sellout. She put up with her husband, the drugs, no, she knew about marijuana. Just no, they're all bought and sold. Anyway, this is the judge on Ghislaine Maxwell. This is a woman. How is this a woman? How is this a woman? Do you see this picture? Do you see this picture? Do you see this? Do you see this, y'all? Do you see this? Yes, Allison. I know. They fuck with us. How dare they fuck with... See, my objection to C. Teigen, yes, that's the female judge that's judging the pedos on the Epstein girlfriend Maxwell's trial. This bitch who gave her 20 years and then sent her off to Club Fed in Florida. Where she get this? Look at this. See you next Tuesday. This is not a woman. This is what they want. Not a woman. And people go, you're crazy. She's just ugly. You know what? That is not a woman. Okay? Stop undermining women in this society. Stop undermining us. Stop. Stop. This is my problem. Stop. Okay? She looks Swisher German. Peter, she looks like a man. You would not take this into your bed. Look. Look. Allison Nathan, look. That ain't no woman. It's not a woman. I don't care what you say to me. I don't care. No, I can't hear you. That is a fucking man, okay? And they undermine women. We've got period pads for men. Oh, well, boys can get their periods. No, they can't. No, they can't. No, yes, Dustin Hoffman and Tootsies. Now you know what they're doing. Now, I want to show you this too. This is very bothersome to me because I really do like Bruce Willis, and this is bothersome. And I'm thanking Libra Lori, my little love, Libra Lori, whose birthday's coming up. She sends me the stuff when I can't get out there, and she's like, I'm sending you this so you can see it. So I so appreciate it because I know both of these people have met them, okay? But look at the cover. What is this? Women's? I guess it's Women's Magazine or W. I don't know what this is, but look at Bruce and Emma. Look. Is this a little bit, what's his name? Brad Pittish? Look. What's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? Right? What's going to happen now? There are no pregnant men. There are no pregnant men. Okay, no pregnant men. Stop taking away women's power. We have the most power, and they want to take our power. That ain't no woman. You call that a woman, and I'm not going to be polite. I don't care what the person does, and I guess as a human being, I'm going to be polite, but that is not a woman, okay? She's not a woman. That's not a woman. So when they tell you they have a judge presiding over Ghislaine Maxwell, Allison Nathan, and they pointed out that looks like this, I can't. I just can't. She's a New York Jewish lesbian, very no, she's not intellectual. She let the girlfriend yeah, she might be intellectual, but who the fuck is she that she goes up there? That's not lesbian. That's a man. I can't. That is a man. I just can't. I have short hair. I'm intellectual. I'm not a lesbian, but I look like one at times. Because my hair's so short, okay? I can look dykey. I can wear lumberjackets, Canadian, and work boots. That ain't no man. That's not, no woman. That's a man. That's a man. And that intellectual New York Jewish woman, okay? That intellectual New York Jewish woman let Ghislaine go to Florida for 20 years, okay? All right? 20 years for what she did. 20 years. I don't care if she's a lesbian. That's a man. You can't be is Bruce Jenner a lesbian? Or is he a man? Yeah, I know. I was born on the East Coast, Peter. I understand the East Coast very well. I'm from the East Coast. I'm from the East Coast. I was in New York a lot. I'm from Toronto, but I'm East Coast by birth. All the way up the East Coast. I don't care. She's not a good judge. She's a demon. She's 49. Yeah, okay, okie dokie. I'm 56. She's 49. Whatever. That's not a woman. She can call it. She's a man posing as a lesbian. Caitlyn Jenner is born a man. So 150 years. And by the way, thank you to, oh God, let me get her name. I wonder if I have her card in here. Yes, look what I got in the mail. It took all this time. How sweet. Meredith sending happy birthday from West Virginia. She sent me a picture of the Georgia Guidestones so I could prove that they were up in 10, 15, or 20 years. Right there. Right there. See? Yeah. So thank you so much for that, Meredith. I just got it yesterday. She sent it on 8/16/22, and I just got it yesterday. Look at that. They're the Georgia Guidestones. There is no gender neutral. Stop that. There's no gender neutral. There's men and there's women. If they dig your bones up, they're going to say female, male, okay? Reproductive or not. Hi, Bobby. That's what they're going to say. You know, I can dress as a man. I can call myself a man. I can cut off my breasts like Cher's kid. I can do all of that stuff. I can do everything I want to do. But I'm still a chick with a uterus. You can pull the uterus out of my body, and when my dead-ass body's being examined, they're going to see that I'm female. They try to undermine females. Now, I wanted to talk about the case with the reporter. Thank you, Bobby. I owe you, Bobby, for yesterday. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. It's complicated to be a man posing as a lesbian, isn't it? Yes, but what is Caitlyn Jenner? Caitlyn Jenner dates chicks. Caitlyn Jenner has a girlfriend. Caitlyn Jenner was born a man and is now a woman. So Caitlyn Jenner is a man posing as a woman, dating a woman, now calling himself a lesbian. Do you see how fucked in the head? Why don't you just fuck who you want and stop with the whatever nonsense? Look at this, Bobby. Look at this and tell me if this is a man or woman. This is the judge in the Maxwell case, okay? Allison Nathan. And they're trying to tell us that this is a woman, a New York Jewish lesbian. If I was a New York Jewish lesbian, I would be insulted by this. But anyway, they're saying that this is a woman. That ain't no woman. No. No, but no, I know lesbians. Come on. Oh, yeah, I don't. Yeah, Caitlyn, I don't know. No, Caitlyn considered, whatever Caitlyn is, Caitlyn identifies as Caitlyn, no longer Bruce. Caitlyn has gotten surgery to be feminized. Guess what? If Caitlyn is dug up in the ground, buried in the ground, like we're all going to be, or cremated or whatever, if they dug her, well, she'd have to be buried, but if they dug her bones up, she's still a man. A man. See, they want to make women are straight up man. Thank you. I can't stand it anymore. Like, I've lost my mind. Okay. I've lost my mind. It's Robin Williams and Miss Doubtfire. Yeah. It does look like she, he, them, whoever they. This is my question. When I'm in a restaurant now, I'm going to say they would like coffee. And then the waitress is going to say to me, who's they? They, me, they. They would like coffee. What kind of fuckery is this? Shut up with that, they, them. Do they, them want a coffee? Do I bring they, them 3 coffees or 1 coffee? 2 hamburgers, still a man. She's still a man. Exactly. Caitlyn is still a man. Thank you. Oh my God. Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. And then they want to push this agenda. Now, here's what's so interesting. I'm in that lawsuit with the reporter, the dead reporter that was in Arizona that was connected to Isaac Cappy. Do you know this fucker who's suing me, and I'm calling him a fucker. I'm calling everybody a fucker. I'm not saying who it is, but the fucker who's suing me is still suing me. I'm going to have to post that radio show so you can do it. And I think we got to start defending our right for free speech. We never have a topic on my lives. My topics are whatever, whatever. Anyway, I did 8 minutes and 8 minutes on the Ground Zero radio show where I was asked to give an impression of a dead report, not an impression, and a commentary on why I thought this person ended up dead. Oh my God, Tim, thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for that. Looks like a dad from Home Alone. But anyway, I'm getting sued with other people. Meanwhile, the reporter that ended up dead, okay, publicly before I knew who she was. I've been being sued since July, since Bobby was on the phone with me and she's like, don't answer the door. And my camera was broken and I'm like, but what if it's John? And I opened the door. You've been served. I slammed the door. But anyway, this guy's suing and he's suing me and another girl in there. He's suing everybody in the lawsuit for $150,000. Now, there's only 2 of us in the lawsuit that have assets. And he's keeping us on the trial. How can a bunch of lawyers and a bunch of people that say they know the fucking law when you're talking, yeah, I'm still getting sued. And so there's like 12 people. This woman that ended up dead, whose name I'm not mentioning, okay, I'm not mentioning it, connected to Isaac Cappy, said herself prior to her death, I'm being threatened, I'm being gang stalked, I'm having this, I'm having that. And yet, I never said any of that on the radio show, and I never mentioned the person who's suing me. I just said, well, the judge is going forward with it. I'm in the lawsuit. I'm replying. I don't have a lawyer. I'm going pro per. I don't have a lawyer. And here's another trick out there. The person suing me, I'm not mentioning his name, or her name, the person suing me first tried to sue me for copyright. I'm like, dude, you don't own this reporter's name. Like, I was asked a question on a radio show. I answered a question like, how do you think Marilyn Monroe died? I think she was drugged by the Kennedys. That's what I think. Sorry. Do you think it was along the lines of, do you think Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide? No, the fuck I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I do not. I'm getting sued for that. And what I said, and I do have the radio show clips, which I should put them up. I haven't watched Anne Heche's Girl in Room 13 yet. Yeah, they may hate it. I'm not paying for a lawyer. Do you know how much money it was? 10 to 20,000 from each lawyer I talked to. And the other people in the lawsuit have put out 10 to 15,000, and I don't know, possibly 20, and nothing has happened. So I don't care if the judges don't like it. It's my right to do that. So I'm allowed to not be put into financial strain because some fucker wants to sue me for some erroneous bullshit. I don't have to put myself into financial struggle, do I? Do I need to do that? Am I supposed to do that because that's what he wants me to do? I don't want to do it. Yeah, there's the anti-SLAPP law and there's freedom of speech, and I'm still getting sued. So I'm still getting sued. I'm still getting sued. He wants a jury trial. Here's what I said on the show. I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to condense it. I'm always I don't fucking sue me. Go ahead. Like, my son's dead. Do you think I care? I don't fucking care. Do what you got to do, dude. And, whatever. Anyway, it's not in No, I'm not in I'm in California. The lawsuit's coming from a different state. You can look it up online. Look up my name online and see I've got lots of lawsuits out there, but don't mind some of them. I didn't do some of them. But anyway, look up online. It's in Washington State. I think it's public. So it's Washington, Seattle, Western District Court, and it's a case. And there's a whole bunch of us on the case. And you can Google it. You can literally Google it and it will show up online. So it's a public docket anyway. And then I believe, I shouldn't even be giving these guys a plug, but there's a website called LARPers World. And I think that they're trying to, put the thing up online. But I don't care what a judge thinks. It's up to my financials. You can't push me into financial ruin with a false and prejudiced lawsuit because you don't like the fact that I said I don't think that this reporter committed suicide, because I don't think she committed suicide. I just don't. Like, you're suing me for that? So first he was suing me for copyright, right? He was first, I'm just writing it. They can hear the evidence on the radio show. Let them, it was ground zero. It was July 19th. You can probably look it up online. I was on the radio show. It was a 3-hour radio show. I had 2 segments of 8 minutes. I explained that I don't believe this happened the way that it was said that she was found. And I don't. And I wasn't there. So it's a fucking opinion. And it's intuitive. And they actually asked me in the papers where I got my information from. I said God. I said God. Don't fucking critique me for being it is a money grab. It's a prejudiced money grab. My problem is, here's a little thing with that. They sent the paperwork. Yeah, no, I know. I don't lose sleep over it. But they sent the paperwork and they want to use a magistrate. I don't know if I'm saying that right. A magistrate. Not the judge that's got the case. They want to do a magistrate. I want the judge. I don't want an underling to the judge. I want that judge. I need him to do it. And you do have a right to keep the judge. You don't have to take who they tell you to take. You can get the judge that was assigned to it. So I'm doing that. In case, now I'm not doing a mediator either. I'm not going to be in this lawsuit because they didn't fucking do anything. I am not doing it. Anyway, what I said is I don't believe that this person ended her life circumstance, the reporter, the way that it was suggested. It was a very public case. I was interviewed 4 days after she died or somewhere around that first week. Prior to this reporter's death, it's online where she says, I'm afraid for my life, and then she ends up dead like Isaac Cappy. I'm sorry. It doesn't take a psychic or Einstein to figure out that that's not what happened. Yes, we did. We did, Lynn. We did discuss this. We're discussing it again. Do you mind? What are you, the boss of my fucking show? Go sign off, Lynn. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'll discuss what I want because guess what? It's my channel, so I can do what I want. Like I can do it in my house too. I can fucking do what I want. West Hollywood, hi there. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm saying I want the judge. That's exactly right. I'm saying I just got this paperwork and it's fucking ridiculous. So now the judge dropped the copyright in my case because I didn't copyright anything. I did not copyright anything, right? And no, I can't talk about who it is. I'm just saying I'm being sued. It's about a reporter that died right after Isaac Cappy, and this is public information. And she was a public author. I'm appalled that the lawyer handling this for the plaintiff isn't smarter to know, at least in my instance and a few others, that this is an opinion. It's a fucking opinion, okay? Public people are up for opinions. Oh, how did Elvis die? I don't think he died the way they said. So, I mean, I didn't accuse anybody. I just see this reporter was in Arizona after Isaac Cappy, and apparently she was meeting Isaac Cappy at the time. And some of the people in the lawsuit are out of country in other countries, so they are dropped because they cannot be served for whatever reason, or they weren't served in time. Unfortunately, I was, and the rest of the people were. But there's only 2 of us with assets, so it's a fucking money. Lawyers are hard up. I know, they're hard up, but you know what? You're not getting my money, so no. And so now the person suing me and everybody else, not just me, I'm in a huge thing. The person suing is asking for, I don't know what you call it. I may quote this, don't quote me on this because I can't really remember, but saying it caused him distress, because the implication was the reporter did not choose to unalive herself. I don't see why that would cause you distress because I never mentioned you in my comment. I do not believe that this woman did what they said she did. And I'm going to keep saying it so maybe they can watch this too. I don't fucking believe it. And the nerve of the court system to waste my fucking time and everybody else's fucking time because of this is bullshit. It's bullshit, okay? And the lawyer is bullshit because she should fucking know that. It's a female lawyer. She should know that, right? She should know it. Like you should be able to read it and you can hear the tape. I have no idea what she was. Yeah, if she was, no, I don't think so. I think she might have been, I don't really know. I haven't looked at that, but I think she might. Well, emotional distress, you have to prove damages, dumbass. Like, I'm like, what damages do you have? What damages do you have? Because your reporter, who was passed away, God bless her and God rest her soul, this reporter that was working with Isaac Cappy, okay, had reported being gang stalked. And that's another thing. People don't believe that. They called it mental illness, okay? So they Yeah, I know they're trying to, you can't scare me. My son died. What are you going to do? Come kill the rest of us? We don't care. We don't care. So do what you got to do. As I say, do what you fucking got to do. But the problem is when people are gang stalked, right? And because I was, what's her name? Can you tell? Look up who was the reporter and died right after Isaac Cappy in 2019. So Isaac Cappy and this reporter, she took information from Isaac Cappy. They met at a campground in Arizona. The campground in Arizona, okay? The campground is where she was attacked, allegedly. I wasn't there. She said she was attacked. So the people that I picked up psychically that attacked her posed as a husband and wife. And that is what I said. That's right, Tracy Gorham. Read what Tracy Gorham is saying. Tracy on here, read it. Anyway, I picked up that a husband and wife tricked her. Okay, these are two random people. Anyway, before Keith died, I told this story today to another person on the lawsuit that I was talking to. So before Keithy died, are you psychic? Are you on my channel? For what reason? No, I'm just some fucking dumb bitch from Toronto. I'm some fucking dumb bitch. I'm just here just being a dumb bitch, all right? I mean, come on, read the channel label. Are you psychic? No, I'm just stupid. Okay, so anyway, all right, I can't stand stupidity anymore. I can't take it. I'm just like, whatever. I don't even care. Call me whatever you want. Whatever you fucking want. I'm whatever you want me to be. I can morph into whatever you want me to be, but not a man because I'm a chick. Anyway, before Keithy died, I was hiking up Mount Wilson and I took the Chantry Flats. If you know Mount Wilson, it's been blocked off since the fire, since 2019. I think it was 2019 or maybe partway through 2020. That whole area, remember there was like, what was it? Cal Edison set fire to the whole thing. Yeah, I know they asked a dumb question. I know, that's why just call me a dumb bitch. If you want to dismiss with a dot, dumb bitch. Remember that there, mister. Anyhow, I don't care. Call me whatever. What's it matter what you call me? Like, read the thing. Anyway, I was running up Mount Wilson, Chantry Flats, which still isn't open, okay? And this guy was coming down, and there's like a waterfall, so there's like 100-foot drop, and I was going over that ledge. So I always make sure to look before I get on that ledge that nobody is coming towards me and no one is behind me, because somebody could just pop you right off because you're literally this far from the ledge and it's like 100 feet down. So I got across that ledge and this guy was running towards me with a boxer dog. And he's like, is this going up to the top of Mount Wilson? And I'm like, well, you're running down, so no. And he goes, oh, how do I, exactly. I know, right? How do I get to the top of Mount Wilson? And I'm like, you turn around and go uphill, dude. It's uphill. So I go, you can follow me. We were on this off trail. No one takes this kind of side trail. So I don't care. Like I said, if you can keep up, and he's blabbing away. He's from Miami. He's blah, blah, blah. Okay, dude, fine. In my head, I know he knows me, right? I know he knows me. Like he knows who I am. I don't know who he is, but I know he's aware of who I am. So I'm going up there. Charlene, you're funny. I love the bears. So I'm going up the hill and we run about 2 miles and then we connect to the regular trail and then we go over to Chantry. So he's talking and he literally walks like right up close to me and he pulls his shirt off and on his arm he has a tattoo of Nipsey Hussle. It's right after Nipsey Hussle died. And he goes to me, you shouldn't do any more videos on Nipsey Hussle. And he had a boxer dog with him, right? So I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm alone on this trail. And I've got like 3 miles to get to the top. And so until I hit where other people are, unless there are other people coming down, and I don't know, right? And I have no cell service. So this is me. I go like this. So I always Instagram, but I don't get service. So it uploads when I get down into service. So I pull out my Instagram and I turn it on story and I'm like, it's Sloan and I'm running up the hill and here's my new friend from Miami. And I'm like, what's your name again? And I do this. He pulls his cap over his head like this and backs away. And then he goes, oh, I can't keep up with you. I got to go. Do you? Do you got to go? Do you got to go because I filmed you? But that's what I do. And then I had to book it up that hill for 3 miles. So yeah, that's what I did. So that's what he did. That was the first part. This is just before Keith died. This happened the entire year before Keith died. Then, and this might have been in 2018, a little bit before or a little bit after that, I was running, I told you, running in Burbank, and out of the fucking blue, the park was closed. I think it was February, and I think it was after a rainstorm. They closed the park because they didn't want people falling off the side of the hill because people are dumb, right? So anyway, I'm like, who's going to fall off this wide trail? The Burbank Trail. So I hear some thuds coming down the hill behind me. I'm right in the middle of the trail. In the middle of that trail, to the right side, there's nothing. Like you're going out to the 210 freeway. So not at the front, not the middle. So you're pretty isolated in the middle. I mean, it's a mile to get where other people are. But so he comes up to me with a boxer dog. They're traveling with boxer dogs. And he's like all in army shit. So I'm like, oh, he's just an army dude, right? And so he comes up to me and he's like, how do I get out of the park? Like these men don't know. These men don't fucking know. I'm a chicken, I know. And I run in the dark and they don't know. And Bobby gave me a zapper. So I've got my zapper, Bobby, my pink zapper. I'll fucking zap you. I have a taser from Bobby sent me a taser. She sent me a taser so I can fucking blast people. I find that funny. Yeah, they're stupid. So this guy walks up to me. I mean, he runs up to me and I go, this is what I said. I saw nobody in the park because it was closed off. So I ran under the closed sign because I run that park for 35 years, right? So anyway, I went up in the mountains. I'm like, Burbank's overly cautious. So long story short, I didn't see anybody on that trail. There were no other people in there but this guy. So I said to him, the trail, he goes, how do you get out? I go, oh, it's about a half a mile down there. The construction workers are down there. I never saw construction workers down there. I just said that so that he would think there were guys that saw me coming up the hill, even though I came from a different direction. So I said the construction workers are down there. They weren't. But anyway, their tractors were. So I'm talking to him. I'm literally talking to this man because I got to talk to him, right? I got a taser. Yeah, I got one now too. Fucking hilarious. I'll zap their ass. But I know they, boom. I'm sure it would, whatever. So anyway, the guy and I are running down and I'm not, I'm keeping him to the side. So I'm pacing. I'm not running ahead or behind. I can keep my eye on him, make eye contact. Always make eye contact with men that you run into. Tase John. Yeah, John might have a heart attack though. I don't want to do that. But anyway, always make eye contact with anybody who threatens you so they know that you know. As soon as you lower your eyes away from them like you're scared, you're a target. Don't be a target. Look them straight in the fucking eye. And I do. I've had men on trails in the Palm Springs in the middle of the night pop out one time. What are you doing here by yourself? And I'm like, what are you doing here by yourself? Anyway, the guy on the trail starts telling me that his girlfriend just had a baby. So I'm like, I think this is 2018 or 19, February, whatever it was. She had a baby. And I'm like, oh my God, congratulations. Did you have a girl or boy? And he's like, no, you got to keep eye contact with them though. You have to keep they can transfer energy, but you're doing it from a position of power. So anyway, he says, oh, it's not my baby. I said, well, that's really cool of you to raise another man's baby, right? I don't know what to say at this point. And he's like, no, listen to this. She's the surrogate for Andy Cohen. I'm like, what? And he had a boxer dog. So you see, they send people out, weird, random shit out of there like that. Hi, Nicole. How are you? So there you go. I don't look at them. They already know. Yeah, I do though. When I run into men on a trail and they intimidate, I have to look. I know it is a man, right? I have to look. You're funny. I have to look them in the eye because if you don't look them in the eye, they're going to think, I don't know why the boxer dog, I'm assuming it's a spirit animal to them or an entity. I'm assuming, well, because if you look at somebody and you keep your strength and your focus and in your mind, you are praying and bringing in the energy of God, your strength stands there. They don't want strength. They want easy. Most people want easy. That's why they target little kids. They target little kids because the little kids are compliant. They don't want a woman who's going to stand up to a man. Like, you may get your ass kicked, I'm not saying that, but they'll think twice about you because you're going to put up a struggle. And they really want to catch you from behind, right? So they want to keep you, yeah, I do. I get myself out of a lot. But the boxer dog is probably a familiar to them, working like a spirit animal, demon dog, even though they were nice dogs, but they show up with boxer dogs to me. So remember that, right? Remember that. Yeah, that's taught in self-defense. Eye contact. Yeah, I just have always looked at men in the face because I can't back down. As soon as you cower, especially if you're alone, like if you're in your house, you're getting your ass kicked, that's one thing. If you're out on the side of a trail and a man approaches you and you know, if you can hide and they can't find you, that's one thing. But if they approach you and they see you, you can't back down because you're just there and them. You could be 5 hours into the trail, you know, whatever. The vibe on Andy Cohen is exactly that. The same vibe as the rest of them. The same. Oh my God, Jenny, steam your Yanni. Oh my God, right? Apparently Gwyneth is turning 50, so we should send her own Yanni steamer for her vagina, right? Stupid bitch. Anyway, oh, I'm not hanging around trails. I'm exercising. You should try that. You should try it. I told you already to go off my channel. You should fucking try exercising. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, the most powerful is your mind. I mean, you're going to die anyway. So at a certain point, you know, there's a lot of people caught in struggles that literally say, I'm not going to die today. And it's in their mind. I'm not going to die today. So they get out of it. Like, you have to put your intent out there. We're taught to be afraid of everything. A man is always going to be stronger than a woman. I mean, unless you're Caitlyn Jenner, in which case you are a man. Yanni steamers. Bobby, you're terrible. But Caitlyn Jenner is always going to be stronger as a woman because Caitlyn Jenner was born a man and has male hormones no matter what you do. Interesting study. And I have to go in a second because why? Because dinner is coming up. But not Caitlyn Jenner, they have done a study now that's saying the hormone blockers are very dangerous for kids. And keep this in mind, before Keith passed, we were getting him, Caitlyn is a real woman. Okay, Gerard is mentally ill. No, Caitlyn was born a man, period, end of conversation. Period, end of conversation. Caitlyn can call themselves whatever they want, but Caitlyn was born a man. Period. All right? Not to be confused with the period in a Yanni steamer. Anyway, when they talk about the hormones, the hormone blockers for children, those are now, I know, period. Those are now considered to be dangerous, and they are doing it by the age of 16 for people. So you have to understand they are damaging our youth by somehow. The parents should actually be arrested if you do that, because before Keith died, he was going for corrective eye surgery, and I was not allowed to start interviewing. Well, I could interview the doctors, but not allowed to take Keith by law until he was 25 to do the eye surgery to fix his stigmatism. He died before he was 24, but we were in the process of looking for the doctors. That's on an eye surgery. So that's on an eye surgery. You have to at least wait till you're 20 to get a boob job, right? They say 25. So what? Your 16-year-old can go and take hormone blockers? And then they say once they have the transgender surgery, which if you want to do that, do whatever you want to do. That's up to you. You got to live in the body. But you don't really know what you want till you're like 30, okay? Like, as far as that. And you may even be gay or bisexual or lesbian or whatever they're saying, but that doesn't mean you want to cut your breasts off. Those are two totally different things. Caitlyn Jenner is 60-something. That's an entirely different decision that Caitlyn's making. And you'll notice, Caitlyn did everything in private until Caitlyn became over 60, I guess, and then it came out, or 10 years ago, maybe in her late 50s. whatever it was. That's entirely different than a kid in school saying, I think I want to be a man, a woman, and I want to cut off my Keithy's bench is good. Thank you for asking that. So Caitlin made the decision. You're 16-year-old because they don't think they like men or they're afraid of men, or Caitlin, his gender is 72. Well, then in his 60s, he came out like that, right? I have no idea. I don't care if he cut his penis off or not. But what I can tell you is they are transgendering these generation of children with their idiot parents agreeing to it. Idiots, okay? The parents are idiots, all right? I'm sorry, you just are. They're being blackmailed and bullied. Now, imagine this. So if you have the transgender surgery, you can never have an orgasm. They are removing sexual pleasure. You do not have an orgasm again. You cannot cut a penis off and make that work for the man who's from male to female. It doesn't work. You don't have an orgasm. So you can't have a relationship where you have sex. Yes, it's true. You can't have an orgasm. You will never have an orgasm again. You will look like a chick. You can have sex, but what would the point be? There's no release. I mean, I'm sorry, call me stupid, but why wouldn't you want to have an orgasm? We are living in one flew over the cuckoo's nest. So so they're and urinary tract issues forever. Exactly. So you're removing part of the intimacy between a partner. Like, you could dress as a woman, tape your penis back, whatever it is you want to do, put some boobs on you, and you can still have an orgasm. But when they cut it off, you're not having an orgasm. So now they've disconnected you from lovers, because you can have them, but like, they're going to be having fun and then you're not. They're going to feel bad, and then that causes mental problems. I don't care what you say, causes mental problems. So there's a problem. And it's a problem. No, I'm serious. She doesn't want one. There's no one who doesn't want an orgasm. That's like saying you don't want to enjoy your dinner. What are you talking about? It's online. Well, you know where I first learned it? And I didn't think much of it because I was too ignorant at the time. I'm in my 50s, I'm powerful, but before that I wasn't very bright. But when I worked for Children of the Night, Children of the Night, no, you're not. If you cut the penis off, you are not having an orgasm. I don't care what you say about the sacral chakra. It's the physicality of the body. You know what men do with that thing? So what? It's gone. Now what do they do? What do they do? They're always touching that thing. They love that thing. They show that thing everywhere. Everybody gets dick pics. What are you talking about? Come on now. Yes, when I was working at Children of the Night, a transient shelter for 18 and under teen prostitutes. We had them as young as 12 up to the age of 18, male and female. Now, there was a girl there named, I'm not going to say her name, but anyway, she was the head of the Los Angeles, AIDS project, or AIDS, money coming from the disease of AIDS. I don't know charity, however you want to word it, through the city of Los Angeles. First of all, she told me back then, I think I might have I was there with Jason and then pregnant with Keith. So we're talking 31 years ago. Told me back then, hi there, told me back then, told me we had to make the HIV problem heterosexual in order to get more donations. I don't know what that means. That's what she said to me. I didn't even think about it. And the kids in the shelter that came into the shelter, little 12-year-old girl prostitutes, 15 and 16-year-old male prostitutes in Los Angeles with a whole host of celebrities. We had a list of celebrities that fuck these little kids. No joke. More men than women, No, I'm not joking. I worked there. I don't care what, and in fact, she tried to put a cease and desist on me. I said, you can't stop me from talking about where I worked. I know you hate me and my big mouth, but you can't stop me from my personal experience working for you. They would give those kids, oh my God, Jamie, I'm so sorry. What did your daughter pass of? After Keith, what did your daughter pass of, honey? Tell me. That just stopped me right dead in my tracks. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. So at the shelter, they gave those little kids, okay? No, I don't know who that is. I mean, could be a family member heckling me. I don't know. But they gave those kids because men are secretly more gay. This whole society is more gay. If you grew up in the strip clubs, and I grew up in the strip clubs. There's more gay men posing and watching women. They fucking hate women, okay? They hate their mothers. They hate women. And they just use their penises to, have families and live that life, but they prefer men. So, I mean, they may not all be having sex with men, but that's how I viewed it. I thought most men were gay. I'm sorry, it's true. It's just from my background. That's how I saw it in the strip clubs. Many, many men. They love watching other men watch women and get off on that. Eddie Murphy, exactly. But anyway, they gave away hormone blockers to these kids in the shelters and hormones. So every little boy prostitute that wanted to be a girl got the hormone blockers, the hormone, whatever, making it. Yeah. So that's actually what I experienced that's not allegedly, I experienced that. And at the time I said, well, if they're really I didn't understand what was going on. After having my children, watching my children, and if my child were a runaway and a prostitute, which there's many different ways to be prostitutes, but if my child were that, the way that those kids were that, and then they're getting hormone blockers into shelter, fucking up their hormones, fucking up their bones, at the age of 15, 14, 15, and 16, I think 16 was the age they told me. That's ridiculous, y'all. Ridiculous, right? Yeah, I know. A bunch of men. Now, ask yourself, before I go, Jamie, tell me how your daughter passed. Jamie, tell me how your daughter passed, please. That was my experience working at the shelter. And I'm not making it up. I'm not lying. I mean, I would come home and tell John that. And he would say, do you think that should be happening? And now I even agree with him on this, which is a weird thing to say because I would fight him tooth and nail. If you're gay, okay, get married all you want, but call it something else because they're making it all about not being female. Okay, heart attack. Oh, Jamie, I'm so sorry. J-Lo also a man. Here we go again with that. Men love men. I know. I worked in the strip clubs. It was disgusting. The shit I saw really fucked my head up at 14. It really did. I trust no men in business suits. If you put a suit on, I'm like, I got to be nice to you if I want a business deal, but whatever. Are you talking about Michael Obama? No, but whatever. Oh my God. Anyway, so yes, Keithy passed on July 29th. Correct. Yes. Okay, before I end this, what was I going to say? Oh, I had one last thing to say and it went out of my freaking head. Right out of my head. Look at this. Boom, right out of my head. What was I going to say? Yes. Well, Doris Day was a woman, but she did black magic. That I know from a friend of mine. She actually did black magic. She was on the piano of a black magician's house. She did that. They all conjure to get what they want. People don't want to believe it, but they do. That little kid, Jazz, that kid is like 8. That kid is like 8. Oh, thank you for reminding me. How does an 8-year-old know they may think they want to be a girl or a boy, but that's a puppet for the Illuminati or for the government to make you think like everybody wants to be the opposite gender. It's ridiculous. Have you noticed the movie Pinocchio? So let me get this right. Doris Day went to have black magic work done, according to a friend that produced a show on that particular subject back in the 80s with a black magician in town, or whatever you call them, an occultist, I don't know, dark occultist. Pinocchio, Geppetto, Geppettophile, exactly, has to make a boy doll and make him real. So why does the old man with white hair have to do that? Pedo, right, exactly. So who's playing Geppetto? Who, you ask? Fucking Tom Hanks. Fucking Tom Hanks. So now they've got Tom Hanks playing Geppetto. He played Mr. Rogers. Ew, they're making a mockery of us. Good call on that, Ninny Pie. Tom Hanks. Yes, he's playing Geppetto. Think about that. He played Mr. Rogers. You see how they mock us, right? Right in our fucking faces. They mock us. And again, I'm going to close out with a picture of the judge, Allison Nathan. because I can't help myself. If you're going to say I'm picking on a woman because she's ugly and I'm not ugly, don't say that. This is a man. This is Allison Nathan right here. There's the judge. Right there. How is that a fucking woman? You can't make yourself look like that as a woman. Yes, I know. Whoever the Tom Hanks clone is, they have there. Okay? Whoever that is. As for King Charles, did you guys know this? I'm full of stuff. I'm going in 5 seconds. Did you guys know this? So, you know, Prince Charles, and then there's Andrew, and then there's Princess Anne, right? I think Princess Anne's born on August 15th, my birthday. So Princess Anne, all right, was married to her second husband. And guess who her second husband fucked, y'all? Guess who? None other than Camilla Parker Hoe Bowles, okay? She's a hoe bag. So that little bitch went and broke up that marriage. Princess Anne publicly stated that she got a divorce because Camilla, the hoochie coochie vag, went over to her husband and her husband fell for that, whatever. And then her brother marries this bitch. Yeah, right? And, oh, and there's Edward too, right? And at Princess Diana's wedding, Camilla, okay, ugly as sin, I'm sorry, you just get the face you deserve, ugly as sin, is wearing white at Princess Diana's wedding. What on God's earth is that about? She's in the audience wearing white. She's in the audience wearing white. Excuse me, white is for the bride, you home-wrecking slut. She is a home-wrecker. 2 in the same family. She pegged 2. She went after the sister's husband, and then she took away the Rottweiler. Exactly. And then Queen Elizabeth wore white to Charles's wedding with Camilla. Why these women wearing white? Why are you wearing white like the bride? You trying to show the bride up? Or they're all incested anyway, right? So, yeah, she's the real polo pony, exactly. She's the polo pony. The royals are disgusting, okay? They have more money to fix everything that they've stolen from everybody, including the jewels, and people kiss their fucking asses. No, she's a hoe. Yeah, but Charles, this is my prediction, 60 days on the throne or whatever. He hasn't been confirmed yet, but I don't feel it's going to go past the end of this year. I could be wrong. That's just a psychic feeling right now. All right, y'all, I'm over and out. That bitch wore white to Diana's wedding. White. She shouldn't be wearing white, according to them. I mean, they're the ones that do the vag test, right? You know? And why are women judged by if they're a virgin or how many men they've slept with? Like, I'm sorry, what? You don't need a woman? Thanks, Bobby. You don't need a woman. You don't need a woman for shit, right? You can fucking hire a cook. You can hire a cleaner. You can hire a prostitute. Women, don't give your bodies to men that think like that because they're fucking sick, okay? The royals, this pure virgin shit, what's that about? Why isn't the man be a virgin? Why isn't the man a virgin? Oh, because you can't tell with his dick. They want to stop us from procreating. They want to make every fucking man a woman and swap it all around so no one procreates. And then they want to take our DNA, clone it at Clonaid, and make a bunch of little clones running around. That's my belief. Okay. I don't know why the royal family's there. I can't understand it. I don't know what they do. They don't do anything. They're stupid. All right, bye, you all. Remember that. Camilla got Princess Anne's husband and married the brother. Yeah, think about that. As your, the royal family. She should get some, like, rotten eggs thrown at her. Okay, bye, you guys. Peace out. Bye.